everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is a weight loss update for you all, and I think it's week 106, so I'll get straight into it. I don't want to have this video too long because I've got to go to work early tomorrow. Today's Wednesday, by the way, and I've kind of been really tired the past couple of days, so I kind of want to give you a brief update. I'm not going to do pictures again like I did last time. If any of you want like a food diary, I might be able to do one of those for you, but when you see the result you might not want one. Anyway, so we'll get straight on to what happened. So you can see, so I actually gained a pound this week. No, I gained half a pound. She says I put +5, but it's actually half a pound. Is it half a pound? So I haven't even looked in my book. It's not very good, is it? I haven't even looked in my book. No, I gained half a pound this week, not 5 pounds or a pound. So I'm now weighing 13 stone 10. So yeah, I was a bit gutted really. Sort of I did weigh myself sort of in the middle of the week, and to me it looked like I'd lost. And then something happened, which I'll get to in a minute. But yeah, so I thought I thought I was just going to have a loss, but clearly I didn't. I thought maybe if the worst comes to worst it would be a maintain, but never mind, it's just how it is, isn't it? So yeah, so I'll get on to the reason why I think I've gained half a pound. So I couldn't go to the toilet again yesterday, and I don't know if that was anything to do with it. I don't know, because I did go today. That was the first thing. And the other thing is that currently, none of you want to know this, but because it's part of my journey I should probably tell you. Well, for many years now, I think it's been like 7 or 8 years, I've been on a pill which is one that's only contains one hormone, as opposed to the other type of pill which contains 2. So I've been on it for a long time, and because this particular one only contains one hormone, it means that you don't have any periods at all. You have nothing. Sometimes you can get like spotting and stuff like that. So sorry if there's any guys who are watching this, by the way, I do apologise. Anyway, I'll get on to it before I ramble on. So basically I've been on it for years, no problem, and then I noticed the weekend that I was having like spotting. So it's been like going on now, it's like the 4th day. And I actually think that might be why I've gained, because I feel bloated. I feel almost like I'm having a mini period, which is really weird. It's very, I haven't had one in ages, so this is like weird, and I don't know if I need to go to the doctor about it or not, but they say it is common, but I don't know how common it is if I've been on it for like 8 years and never had this before. So I don't know at all, or if it could be because of losing weight. I'm not really sure, because when I was on it I was not this weight, I was always high, I was always like 2.5 stone heavier. So I don't really know, to be honest, but I think that is why I've gained half a pound. Like I said, I feel really bloated, and my stomach feels kind of weird, like really uncomfortable. So yeah, I basically think it is that has made me gain, but I'm not sure. So next week I'm hoping that I lose, that this week was a blip because of that rather than anything else. So enough of that really, because that's a bit icky. So yeah, this week food has been kind of the same really. I don't really remember what I've had, to be honest, but I have introduced more carbs than usual, only because I was kind of just trying to stick to the slimming world this week. I didn't really want to do too much else. I think I still had keto coffee near enough every day apart from the weekend. So that could be why I gained half a pound, but in midweek it didn't say that at all. I definitely lost, so I'm not sure. Anyway, we won't know until next week what's happening, but yeah, so that's kind of it really. There's not really very much been happening. I also want to say thank you to everyone who commented in my last video about my knees and my appointment that I'm having, and I just want to say it's so nice of you all to be so lovely. I am kind of really gutted over what's happened, and you know, I kind of just have to deal with it, I suppose, and try and lose weight and move on. My appointment, as you all know, I all had my appointment. That went okay. He didn't really say very much. He kind of explained what it was. He said there's no cure for what I've got, which is not really what I wanted to hear, but I think deep down I sort of knew that. He basically said to lose weight, to keep moving, and that was it really. So he did like look at my knees and stuff and move them about and fiddle with them and, you know, press on them and, I don't know, weird stuff, which none of it really hurt. I should say to him the majority of it is when I'm going up and down stairs, when I'm getting in and out of a chair, when I bend, it crunches and it really hurts. So I think because I basically said that I'm not really one for moaning and really complaining about things, that he probably thought, oh, she's not that bad, which I suppose are probably not as bad as it could be. He did confirm that my right knee is worse than my left, and he did talk very briefly about like a whole knee replacement, not in great detail, nothing to suggest that's what's going to happen. So he did kind of mention it, and he also mentioned injections, and he said we're not at that stage, or whatever that means. But I actually got the impression from what I'd read up about what I had, that injections were not a possibility because of what I was at, because it was like CMP 3 and 3 and 4, which I thought injections was only like 1 and 2. So I'm not sure. Anyway, the long and short of it is he wants to see me again in 6 months. So, and lo and behold, I've already had the appointment. And it is dead on 6 months, so he wasn't joking with that. So I've got my appointment to look forward to in August, and oh, I don't know if it's something to look forward to or not, but I mean, clearly there is an issue, and my bone, I think, like that's in the kneecap, I think has actually changed shape. I'm not sure on the ins and outs. Obviously I gave him the scan that I had done, but he hadn't had it uploaded, or he couldn't get it on his machine, so he wasn't able to look at it with me. So I don't know the ins and outs of what that is, but he did look at my left knee with me and showed me a few bits that he sort of was a bit worried about. And another bit was like, he said there was like all these spots on my cartilage, the bit of cartilage that is left. And he said it was like loads of little spots. And he said nothing had been put on the report about it, but he basically said he thought it looked like my cartilage was dissolving, which I'm not quite sure what that means, but, or what they can do about it, if anything. So he says he needs to keep an eye on that, and he was most adamant that I had an x-ray. He said make sure you have an x-ray before you come next. So I'm not quite sure how I do that either, so I cross that bridge when I go to the appointment. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So I just need to keep moving basically. So he mentioned physio, but I'm not even sure if he was actually going to refer me or not. I said that I was no longer under physio because they'd referred me to him, so I don't know what he's doing about that. I don't really want to go back to physio because I didn't feel that made very much difference, if any difference at all. And I just felt like I was wasting my time. Like if I go to the gym and do stuff, you know, I don't feel like I'm wasting my time because there's a purpose to it. But with the physio, I just felt like there was no purpose. I didn't feel any different. It felt like nothing had changed. It just felt really not worth doing. So I don't know, we'll see about that really. Yeah, I also stayed to group, by the way, which I liked group. It was very good. It was a bit smaller than usual. Well, smaller obviously it's been really busy, but it was kind of a little bit bigger than what it used to be, but it was a bit smaller, which was nice. And you know, sort of talked a little bit about different recipes, and there was this thing where we had to write down how much everyone had lost and if anyone got a certificate. So for every £1 that someone lost, you get 100 points. I don't know if this is something they're going to be doing every week, but my friend a different friend that I used to work with, she went to a different group last week and they did it last week, so she already knew about it, and she was the one who was writing it all down and adding it up, so it was quite interesting. That was good. I also forgot to say that when I went to group a couple of weeks ago, it's the first time ever, because I haven't really been going that long, but there was a person who actually reached target, so it was really kind of exciting. I'd not, you know, come across that before. I don't know if there's anyone who's actually at target at our group. I don't think there is. I think most people sort of, I think there's one person who's very close to it but hasn't got there, or got there and then, I don't know, but I don't think I was there when she got there, I'm not sure. So it was really nice, you know, it's kind of nice to see how their journey is going to go from now on, because obviously he's going with his wife, so she's still not at her target, but it's quite interesting to see how he's going to, you know, maintain, you know, it's that maintain train as Jane Dane says. So it'll be interesting anyway. Nothing else really happened. I was given this SAS diary daily, it's a daily log, so about maybe doing that, I'm not sure, so I might give it a go. I don't really know, it looks like it's a hell of a lot to write in because it's all like on the back as well, like loads, so we'll see. It might help really, because I felt like I did okay this week, so, but then I didn't explain what had happened, so maybe I should have explained that, and that might have shed a bit of light onto the whole thing, I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I think I've kind of said everything I want to say. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I was gonna say something else. Yeah, recipes. I edited one of my recipes that I did like a year ago, and then suddenly realised actually I didn't like it and it wasn't very good, so I've refilmed it and I've edited it, and I'm hoping to get that up this week at some point, so keep a lookout for that. And I've also filmed another recipe as well. I haven't edited that yet, so it might be a Friday job, I'm not sure, we'll see how it goes, so keep an eye out for some recipes. And I'm going to see you all next week. I'm working a full week, so I don't know when I'm going to do my video. It might be another quick video again afterwards, I'm not sure. So anyway, I hope you're all doing really well. Let me know in the comments how you're all doing, and I shall speak to you in my next video very, very soon. Bye!